Alright, Brack Rose. Attempt number 2. Okay, come on. We gotta get out of here. We gotta go through here. Come on, open the fucking door right the fuck. Okay. Oh. Welcome back. We survived. What was that? It's a note. Okay. I'm not asking you to speak to me, but I made something for you today. At first, I thought about going out and picking out the prettiest flowers I could find, but decided not to. Flowers are beautiful, but eventually they all die. Instead, I made you an origami rose. Paper will never wither, just like my love for you. This rose is black because the love we once shared is gone. It was lost in the darkness and there's no ignoring it. However, even if this love is no longer mutual, there's still one side that will never die. This rose is our symbol. I gotta keep going under there. What do we do now? I have been so focused on everything else. Is there a rose? Are we looking for a rose? Just a big room of nothing. These are open finally. That paper we've read. So I need keys. Keys, keys, keys. Keys, please. This is going into...
Full system locked down.
Why? Can we use this? I can't use that yet. Why is there a lockdown? That was something I didn't anticipate. There's a note there.
Since my first day working here, I felt a little strange. Now, after what happened that day, things seem to be getting even stranger. I'd even go so far as to say creepy. I've been an embalmer for years now, and I'm very passionate about my job. I've always felt comfortable with what I do, so it's pretty unusual that I feel this way. 2 of my colleagues have died. I had to embalm them both. However, grief can't explain this feeling. Up until just 4 days ago, I hadn't even known about the history of this funeral home. I already knew that it was ridiculously old, but what I didn't know was that it allegedly harbors some kind of powerful aura which traps and torments the spirits of people who have died in a state of grief or fear, and have at some point been associated with the building in one way or another. These associations apparently include those occurring post-mortem, such as embalmings and funerals.
Okay, we got one. Oh, wait, hey, whoa. Hello? You read that. Can't close that. I want to close that. Hello, sir? Sir. Hey, you! What you doing? What you doing there? What you doing there? What you doing there? Whoa. There's a... Looks like something. Another note. Please, tell your son to stop playing under the tables during funeral services. It's disruptive and upsetting to the grieving families. Today, he also stole one of the keys to the visitation room and was later attempting to open one of the drawers in the morgue. This type of behavior is unacceptable and will not be tolerated if you do not start controlling him. I will put him upon myself to personally teach him a lesson. I will put it upon myself. I don't like. Oh, we can go in a new room now. Alright. Alright, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, a letter.
To make things even weirder, this place has a serious lockdown system. Yesterday was the first time I've ever seen it used, and many of the workers, including myself, were ordered to wait in the family room until the situation was taken care of. No one I've spoken to about it knows why it was done, or at least they won't say. All I know is that these safety glass windows and electronic gates appear to be designed for keeping things in rather than out. I was the first responder that day. I was the first and only person to make it to Myrtle's side before she passed away. She managed to give Sullivan a parting "I love you" on that baby monitor, but that was the last communication they ever had. The last thing she ever did was give me that piece of paper. It was a short poem she had written for Sullivan earlier that day. She asked me to give it to him, and I promised her I would, and she slipped away. I guess Sullivan had picked up by Myrtle's weak rasping in the baby monitor that something was happening to her, because soon after she had passed, he came running into the hall from the upstairs arrangement room. But he was too late. She was gone. That's when he broke down. I'd never seen him show so much emotion towards Myrtle before. Then, of course, the rest happened. I'll keep my promise, even now. It's all I can do for my dear friends.
What? Okay. Alright, I lost the sound for a second. But we're back. That's not... is it?
There are a lot of strange things I've seen around this place. For instance, the fireplace that isn't even a real fireplace. It's some kind of ladder shaft, but there's a tough metal grate fastened over it that appears to be controlled electronically, most likely by the lockdown system. I'm assuming the shaft leads down to the basement, but it must have been sealed off because it's not accessible from anywhere down there. Another thing I've started wondering about is a metal handle that's been sitting on Michael's desk for about a month now.
Metal handle?
I asked about it once out of curiosity, but he avoided giving me a direct answer. He told me it broke off of something. I had already assumed this, seeing as it's covered in dirt and rusted around the edges where it had clearly been attached to something for a very long time. Perhaps the biggest mystery I've encountered here is the place Myrtle always went for privacy. She was often depressed, so she was always going into the downstairs hall on her way to wherever it was she went to be alone. However, she seemed to vanish. The only place she could have gone from that hallway is down into the basement, but I went down there one day to ask her something and I couldn't find her. I'm wondering if there's a secret room somewhere down there. After all, I did learn from Michael that this building is from the 1600s, long before it was ever a funeral home. Buildings as old as this one sometimes have quite a few secret areas.
Areolas, yes. Okay. So I guess that man that I was chasing was showing me. Hello? There's something down there. What is that, the visitation room? Okay, so we're going to the visitation room, I guess? Let's check out this fireplace real quick. Indeed. You can't crouch or anything, can you? No. Kind of took the wrong way around, didn't I? Took the long way around. Hey, there's another note down there.
It turns out that Devin got into the morgue by stealing Sullivan's key card from the office.
Ooh.
Mrs. Raines had been in there and forgot to lock it when she left. Nobody knows exactly how the kid figured out the passcode, but considering what a flake his mother is, that's probably just something else she inadvertently compromised. They're burying Sullivan with a few of his belongings from the funeral home. I guess because he had worked here for so long and was so loyal to his job. Michael revealed that one of those belongings is Sullivan's key card. Of course, they would need to deactivate it from the system to avoid any breaches and the chance that it was stolen. But then again, Mrs. Raines would be the one who would do that. I discovered earlier today that Devin had stolen the system lock override key as well and hidden it somewhere in the building. This has got to be the most troublesome, ill-behaved kid I have ever encountered.
It's been a while since we've been scared of from something, so... Grief-stricken man killed by a train after binding himself. Sullivan's children. They never buried either of them. Both are still here. There's something written on the back. They say that if you take his rose, he wakes up. It's the only way his coffin will open. I heard he also tears you into 3 pieces if he catches you. Something's under the table. They won't find it ever. There's a key labeled V-Room 2. V-Room 2.
All those attending the funeral service for Sullivan James, please gather in the visitation room.
Obviously guiding me. Oh! That was a late reaction on my part, but... Key in a coffin. Hello! Hello! Can't go in here, obviously. No. Well, that's not disturbing. Dare you. Dare you, double dare you. Fuck. The key's in the coffin. That's the only way to get it open. Take the rose. There's a black origami rose on top of the coffin. Take it. I took it. I got it. What do I do? Oh! No? Well, fuck my face! Well, fuck my face and call me Sully.
Sullivan James was blind as a bat. Sullivan James fell down flat.
Oh.
Sullivan James is withered and blue.
Sullivan James is gonna come after me.
Is coming for you.
Sullivan! 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 Shit! Isn't there a key? Got it. You're blind as a Batman. Batman. He looks like a flailing freak. Nah, we'll just go up here and go down. This ain't so bad now. That was scary as hell sounding. Something just fell where Sullivan was. Okay, so Sullivan was upstairs. I must be a chick. I mean, I scream like a girl sometimes. It's a key card. Take it. Alright. Oh wow, we got the key card. We're making progress. Does that go here? There we go. Denied. Count the lines between the lines. Where do you... Count Count the lines between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hang on. Count the lines between the lines. 1, 2. Then you got the X's, so that's 1 and 2. Then there's 2 more X's, so that's 4. Then 2 more X's. That's 6. Okay, so 2, 6. 2, 6, 4. 4? 2, 6, 4, 4? 2, 6, 4, 4? 2, 6, 4, 4? I said 8. 69. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, 7, 8. Okay, 7, 8. Oh my God! I've been here 6 hours. 4 hours later. 2, 9, 4, 7. Yes. Okay, so we got that. That took forever. Now this is where they do the embalming. I hear a cat meowing at me. I see a cat meowing at me. Alright. I knew I heard a cat meowing. So if you hear a cat meowing, that's what's going on. Ah. Here's the paper.
Everyone here is dead. They've all been killed. Ghosts in this house are not like ghosts in other houses. If they're looking for something specific, their corpses actually get up. Someone threw the lockdown switch and I can't get out. I finally found the override key, but I'm not sure exactly where the switch is. Although I might have an idea. I remember overhearing a conversation Michael was having a few months ago about something which was located underground. I'm confused as to whether or not this underground location is the main basement where Myrtle's coffin is.
There's nothing down there.
I went down there a while ago and looked around, but it appears to be mostly a storage space. Maybe I missed it. The basement is extremely dark, even with a flashlight. Maybe I need to go search again more thoroughly. I need to find the switch. My very life depends on it, as do the lives of many future wanderers if this doesn't stop. One of the most unsettling things about this funeral home is that after a while, you start to feel as though it's hanging by a thread and on the verge of collapsing, prevented only by the mysterious force that fills the building. It's such a strange feeling. Maybe I'm not the same skeptic I was before working here. But where is that damn switch?
In the deepest part of the house.
Okay. Oh! Yes! There's nothing else in here? X marks the spot. Oh, is that the not the vegetation room, the chapel, the key. You go in, second chair from the front. I don't like this. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!